Speedpaint season is right around the corner, y'all. At the time of writing this script, at least. This year we've got a whopping 3 teams to choose between. 4 if you count Team Trader. And what better way to celebrate my and Team Mystery's doubtless upcoming victory than to chat a little about an AU that I have for some of the OCs I've posted on there. But first, who are these characters in their original forms? Well, they're Thanatos and Vermilion from my original story, Underworld Blues. Underworld Blues is a detective RPG where you play as Thanatos, the world's most amnesiac little Greek god of death, as she tries to figure out what happened to her memories, her powers, and, perhaps most importantly, her disastrous love life. Along the way, you'll contend with cocky gods, genius nemeses, and the fact that one of your 2 allies seems to hate your guts. The game is goddamn afoot. Emphasis on the damned god. So, that's the girlie's original conceit. But what's this oh so mysterious AU I've got of them? Well, I call it Shadowfell, or the Witch Prince AU for short. Shortish. It takes place in a bit of a generic fantasy setting, but think less Lord of the Rings and more dealing with dragons from the Enchanted Forest Chronicles, if any of you fine folks know that particular deep cut from my childhood. Essentially what that means is lots of witches, a medieval setting, and certain expectations placed upon children of nobility. Now, let's get to the speed paint. First off, we have Prince Thanatos, second youngest of about 7 or so children of Queen Nyx. She's got severe middle child syndrome mixed with that brattiness that comes with being one of the youngest siblings, and she makes the toxic concoction look fabulous. In this AU, she sets off on her own into the abandoned swamplands at the very edges of the kingdom, searching for fame and glory. What she finds is the Crimson Witch. For Than's design here, I wanted to put her in some pretty classic princely attire. Now, you'll see me giving her the sword right about now, but I'm just working on the silhouette at the moment. As we refine the sketch, we're going to go from a monochromatic palette to something more colorful and more close to her actual skin tone. Oh no, you can see my pen glitching out there. Oh man, my iPad, my Apple Pencil does not like me sometimes, so bear with it on that front. But yeah, I'm just lining the silhouette right now. I'm adjusting proportions, and yeah, you can see I started off with I wanted to do like an all blue with pops of color sort of palette, but then I changed my mind a little later about that. So we have me just rendering the face, getting the pauldrons in right about now. I'm gonna change this side cape thing a lot, so don't expect what you see to stay. But for now, I'm just blocking in various layers of clothing, tweaking the colors a bit, trying to see what I like, what I don't like. I really like the corset with Than. I feel like it fits her very well, but it was never really working in the blue monochromatic, so I had to change her skin tone to, you know, an actual human skin tone. Next up, you can see me trying to figure out what the heck her boots are gonna look like. I messed around with the design on the pants a little bit. I wanted it to be a little more interesting visually than just having a plain block of white. I end up going with this rose pattern, but I switch it to the other leg in the end because otherwise it's looking a little too, just everything's a little too close together in this current version of the design. Then I'm doing some lighting on her sword. I decide that I want to, here's me tweaking the pauldron a little bit. I look up actual pauldrons for inspiration and realize that I have no idea what I'm doing. So I finally fix the pauldron. Yep, here we go. I remove it on the other shoulder, keep it. I just wanted the capelet to be off one shoulder. And here we go. Yep, I've fixed the leg that the flowers are on, made the design a little less cluttered, a little less busy. This is me trying to figure out how the corset interacts with the straps of her pauldron, but it's mostly covered by her hand anyways, so then you're gonna get pretty soon, first the capelet, needed to give that a little depth, giving some buttons on the pauldron, and then we go to her glasses, I think, are coming up. Yeah, her ring, and then I give her some makeup, some jewelry, give her that same rose design on the primary, like, part of her pauldron. And finally, we get to her glasses, which give me a little bit of trouble because normally they're rounded glasses. I'm not really sure why I chose to change them to rectangular here. It just felt like the right thing to do. And now we're on to Vermilion. So, Vermilion, the Crimson Witch. I keep nearly calling her the Witch of the Wastes by accident. That's not her title in this AU at all. Anyways, Millie in Shadowfell is your not-so-friendly neighborhood witch who lives in the swamp and really hates uppity princelings poking their noses into her business. I think she might actually be like a sort of runaway princess from a foreign land who's terrified of being found out and shipped back off to be married or something. She's beloved in her community, though. Everyone knows that if you need help, you can count on the Crimson Witch to aid you. I kind of struggled with Vermilion's design here, actually, mainly on what to do about the dress. We're going to see that a little bit later, as you see currently my my line art pen glitching out once again while I try to line her. And then I just adjust, facial features, give her an expression. Vermilion was not as bad to line. Actually, I take that back. Vermilion was just as bad to line as Thanatos with regards to pencil or Apple Pencil glitching. It was drawing her was a time, but I really like how she ended up turning out. I changed her hair quite a bit for this design, and I struggled with a hat because I didn't make this AU hard enough on myself. It's always a little tricky designing outfits for Vermilion just with her body type. Like, I find that I often struggle with finding ways to keep her in very feminine outfits that she prefers, while also keeping her recognizably plus-sized. Oh yeah, here's me struggling with the dress. I didn't know what I wanted to do for the bottom of it, and I ended up giving her a little belt that hugs her right around the waist. I fiddle with that a little bit, futz with that. You can see me trying to figure out what colors I want it, some more pen glitching. And then I try and figure out, like, do I want to make the bottom of the dress a gradient? Do I want to make the top of the dress a gradient? Do I want pinstripes? Yeah, it's a mess. I end up leaving it mostly as it is, and changing my focus to her hat. This is surprisingly one of the easiest hats I've ever drawn. I am not known for being good at drawing hats. They frighten me. Onto her shoes. This is a bit of an older art piece. I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. So her shoes are a little bit less realistic than I would have hoped for had I done this piece now. Okay, on to final details. We have the background, which I just did, Vermilion's annoyance, and finally Vermilion's wand, which also took me some time to figure out what I wanted to do for it. I tried to do like a classic, like just wooden stick, but that wasn't looking quite right. I don't mind it looking back on it now. I don't mind like the wooden stick with the golden glow around it, but what I ended up changing it to was sort of more of a branch with 3 separate glowing elements. And yeah, that's it for the speed paint. I really hope you guys enjoyed the little glimpse into the Witch Prince AU that I've given you, and hopefully you enjoyed a little bit more about versions of these characters that will be cropping up a lot more on my channel in due time. But that's enough for this video, I think. Stay weird, stay wonderful, and stay wondering. Sats out.